Well then, okay. For now, let's dump everything in here, excluding our tools and our food, of course. And I kind of feel like going towards the end on a little adventure. Alright, let's dodge the pillagers. Dude, you changed nickname? I didn't. Did I? Oh, in the Josina server, yes, I did. For a spooky Halloween, you know? My account name is still the same though, so you can still tag me by doing @Night. What? You got the bulk right? Yeah, I heard on the radio a couple days ago when I was driving towards my university about a Belgium athlete which didn't had a good score over there and was kind of disappointed, but yeah, just a sheer amount of heat there. And we for Belgium are not used to anything above 20 degrees, of course. I mean, I wouldn't be able to perform in like temperatures like that, not at all. Anything above the 30 is way too hot to do any kind of exercises. Okay, I'm starting to lag, which means I am almost near the city. It's really like you for knowing when it likes it's in the right direction. Yeah, because this city is gorgeous, but it is so heavy on your computer. And that is a cause. Like all those leaves over there, but I just need to pass through because I need the teleport button over here. I'm quickly going to pop over to the end to repair some of my tools. I didn't build everything on my own, but everything here is built in survival. We are a group of people who build for YouTube and for Twitch. And I kinda recently joined, but the server exists for more than 3 years already. The map is massive. Like, you can wander around these lands for days. And we use teleports because some cities are really far apart. Like, for example, this structure, which is utterly massive. We are almost at the build limit. This is just our way to go to the end. Why is there a chest here? Going to take a look around here. This is our new end city we are working on. And I haven't been here in person yet. But it looks bloody fantastic. So these are just fields. Okay, I have to remember where the building is because I do not want to get lost. The guys are doing a great job here. If we will to a hide and seek game, we have to specify which city before, because we have at least about 20 of these really big cities. The map is utterly massive. As I do not know if you know a Dynamap, but it's basically a way to look at your Minecraft world in your browser. If you zoom out completely on the Dynamap, you still cannot see the whole map in which we have built. I'm not sure where it did come from, to be honest. I think a level lower, is it? But it's not possible, right? Okay, there is this kind of glass near it. From here. We have disabled creeper explosions. Well, no. They still do explode and they still do damage, but they do not break blocks, because that was... Actually, let's use a spectator. So yeah, this is like a project which started, I think, a month or two ago. Mostly Fixit, iGymWay, Callus, etc. We've worked here. And this will be our new Enderman grinder because our old one is really ugly. Yeah, this will be the kingdom of the elves because we have a whole lore written, and the elves have fled from the normal world because of reasons, and now they live in the end. Okay, quickly going to reconnect so we're in survival again. And is there a return button here? Okay. And this way is our old ender grinder, which is really ugly, just practical. And we're going to head there because my tools are kind of damaged and I do want to repair them. But usually we do not build ugly farms. This is an exception, which is why we're building a new one, which is way prettier. And has a whole city around it, but yeah. I should finish that, to be honest. Do you guys have like parkour stuff slash trap rooms with like moving blocks or something? We have mazes and labyrinths, and we have some parkour rooms, which also have lore behind it. And we have one which does have moving rooms. Which is like close to spawn actually. Is there anything cool I can enchant? Oh, yeah, we have crazy people on here. Progress gets done real fast. We built on a crazy ass scale, and everyone is everyone here are like extreme good builders. So, should I make another diamond pickaxe? Or should I just go for another shovel or axe? I might make another axe, to be honest. Shovel, I mean. Yeah. I would like to have a second shovel because they run out so fast. Do not really want fortune, to be honest, but that's not a bad shovel. Oh yeah, I have another axe in here as well. What do you mean with shift? As in time on which we built on here, or? Actually, I'm going to disable them for now. We work with seasons, and like every 3 months we pick a new kingdom. And that is the main focus for everyone. We just work on that kingdom. And then you just like start a project and you can ask people to join you. And we try to finish a whole kingdom together in the span of a season. And we are free to work on older stuff and other stuff as well, of course. But we try to save that for the time in between seasons. We usually take 1 month in between the season to do the random stuff. But this season we're kind of doing 2 kingdoms, and we're doing really massive projects together. Like, I'm not sure if I can show it, but not right now, I think. Like, the whole world is on super large biomes, and the one with the tree you saw is we are making a whole super large biome size kingdom under a canopy of, and we fill it with giant trees. And around that we have custom mountain ranges which will go up to build height. But due to some people not having time and PCs being broken, we're not going to do the whole thing of surrounded by mountains. We're just going to do a bit which we already have started. And together we vote on new kingdoms, and most of them are Americans actually. We are fewer Europeans. So it's hard for me to find good spots to play together with them. Which is a shame, but I really like to be a part of this. Like, we write lore, we build with that lore, and we have a huge connected world with all medieval builds. And we all use this texture pack, but this is a texture pack specially made for our server. It is kind of complicated and on some levels big brain. I am actually in the process of making a video series trying to explain how our servers work and what is not vanilla about it and what is vanilla about it, etc. Because we have multiple servers. We have 3 servers and a realm. And all of them are connected in some way, to be honest. Okay, my dog just went in. Give me a sec. But I was like making a custom biome just on the road from the other kingdoms towards one of the new kingdoms. Mostly because I joined in the middle of this season. I played in another of the servers before that, which is more open. But yeah, I'm going to throw the ender pearls away. That should dispense on the right. Nothing really good, right? I'm not feeling like spending hours of enchanting today. I'm only like quickly looking if we have a good enchant. Hi, invite. Look at chat. Come on, invite. What do you mean with invite? To the server or? Mini NMM in the YouTube chat, what do you mean with invite? I'm actually quickly going to check if all the carpets are in place. We are a whitelisted server, but you can do an application for the sister server, which is in a Discord. I can send you the Discord invite if you want to. Let me quickly grab that. That is the Discord invite if you do want to try and do an application. There we go. Well, this server is for YouTubers and streamers only, and we do have a pretty big application process. And it is not my server, so it's not my call to make at all. Someone is speaking to me in the YouTube chat, Quasmo. I'm also streaming on YouTube at the moment. Okay, here we go. So actually, if we follow this road towards the end, we have a fork in the road. And towards the left, we go to Castle Caraway. And towards the right, we go to Ender's Rest, which is the city with the big trees. But there is quite a distance between them all. This is like just a little area I am currently working on. Because it's nice to have some points of interest along the road. Otherwise it's a long travel. And only the bigger... Does the server have a map of the server? We do have a Dynamap, but the Dynamap is locked behind a login. And if you do like support any one of us on Patreon or subscribe on Twitch or become a member on YouTube, you do get the link for the Dynamap. And we did it that way just because Dynamap traffic always also generates a little bit of lag. Plus, it's a nice way to keep the server maintenance up. Do I still have enough oak leaves for that tree? Because I didn't finish that tree yet. That's dark oak spruce. That's regular oak. And scaffolding. Was there a shear in there as well? No. The server's a little bit laggy today. Might actually be my internet. It has been struggling the last day, so... By the way, do you need any help with your area? I'm trying to find ways to make more custom trees. I'll have to make them in the texture pack and they have to fit in. Because I want to make this a pretty dense forest, but I first marked out these markers for the bigger trees and then just a regular rule for a smaller tree. But these markers become trees as big as this one. So I'm kind of struggling with like having enough diversity. And I'm also going to make a transition from like the greener lush area towards the uphill, more hilly mountainy area. Well, it's not a mountain, it's just a hill, but you know what I mean. Oh. Does that look half decent? Yeah, don't worry, like, I did practice a lot as well just because I want to make this look good. So I tried some things out with the texture pack. It is like just a case of finding something which works. Like this is how I came up with the trees for on top of the mountain. And I actually didn't use the smaller ones because this is a little bit too dark, while this is also too dark, but this is way too light, I think, compared to that. Those were some ideas for mushrooms. And then all the designs I could think of like smaller trees with the different leaf types and different fence and wall types. This is like how I came up with the idea for my custom biome area. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff. There is definitely a lot. And over here, which is also one of our servers, this is like part of a YouTube series for Fixit. And he asked the community to design custom biomes. And I actually did 3 of them. I did Sand Dunes one, I did a Sakura Forest one, and I did a Dark Forest one, which I really want to build someday on the server in like a bigger scale, but it didn't fit in my current location. Welcome back. Also, this will take like a lot of resources to do. And most importantly, sponge. And sponge is not that easy to get. So I was kind of debating with the rest of the server if we could add in another way to get sponge than just finding the guardian temples. Because I didn't want to use all the sponge in the world just for a forest. So we're probably going to add like an expensive crafting recipe for sponge specific. Quickly going to sleep because I do not have diamond armor. Not because I can't make it, but I don't know, don't feel like it, to be honest. Welcome back, Mini M&M. Like you can see, I still have like plenty of work to do in my area. But I think it will look real nice when it's all done. And I also added in like something I think is really cool, which is just a little cave with wolves. Which was a pain to do because of I had to find wolves and minecart them towards here. This is kind of the border of my biome area I'm working on. I don't want it to get too big. Just unlist the server, please. I cannot unlist the server because it's not my server, so it's not my call to make. Also, because of the way we work, just letting everyone on will destroy the whole server. Can I see the coordinates so we'll be able to check it out? Yes, these are the coordinates. It's 1866 and then 7600. It's towards the west of Anders Rest, and it's just along the road towards Castle Caraway. Are you going to look at the tour server or are you going to look at the Dynamap? If you are going to look through the tour server, you should take the boat towards Anders Rest and then just head out west. And if you keep on following the road, you will go across two bridges, two wooden ones, and then you will be able to see this bridge. Because Anders Rest is just over there, to be honest. And I think when you go in the tour server, that house will not be there yet, but other than that, most of the stuff will be there, except like a few amount lesser of trees and a little bit less blocks laying randomly around. I kind of do want to try to get a different tree design than just the big, really small ones and the red-leafed trees, which are actually dark oak leaves with the texture pack. It's because we are in a forest biome. Because I do not think I will be adding in more of these birch trees. And I will not be adding more creeks. I have 3 of them around the area, which I think is more than plenty. But definitely this corner will need a lot of love, and that edge as well. Alright, alright, that's fine. Thank you for stopping by, Killerbro. Um, Not sure like how many spruce saplings I still have. And I should maybe check the sapling barrel for that. Because I do normally sort saplings out. Okay, we have a couple. Just going to plant a few which we can harvest. Do not need the leaves, I have enough of them, but I need some more spruce logs definitely. Also, I do not want to use spruce trees into the lower edge of the area. Might add in a spruce tree over here. Okay, that's one which grew. For now, while we're waiting on the spruce trees, I'll quickly grab a pickaxe and go mining a little bit. We'll have to wait anyway, so... Actually, we're going to pick my silk touch one. Alright, I didn't bring any torches. Alright, right here we're going to start. And hopefully by the time we come back above ground, our trees have grown. Okay then. Is it only one? That is unlucky. Yeah, we're not going to step into that. Okay, why? Going to shut down a few services. All right. We probably can use the color for some kind of build later on. And that's a general rule of thumb, like just always take all yours. Definitely on servers of like this, like we tend to use up all the resources at 1.2. It does not really matter what it is, someone will start a project which will need a shit ton of it. All right. Hmm. No. Okay, we can use the gravel because we tend to use it up pretty fast, so mostly because of we use it in the roads, we use it into the biome ground, we use it into pretty much everything. No? Okay. It's a shame. But we have already 4 diamond ore, which is not too bad. I mean, I've had way better, but I'm not complaining either. Alright, we'll have to be careful around the lava. But I do want to block it off. Sup, Master Hivemind? How are you doing today? Oh, okay. Second thought. Let's build. I don't have any armor on. And I do already have 4 diamond ore. And by now the trees should have grown. Oh. I should replace the stair with actual stairs, to be honest. Only one of them grew? Okay then. We're officially 2k points over the next best guild. Really? We're almost, well, not almost, but we're good on our way to 5k points. Huh. Okay, I have another group of three who basically wants to join as well. But we'll see that later. One of these I can actually fill with color, right? Because placing them as decoration is good, but I do want them to be used. So even when you're exploring, you not just find empty barrels everywhere. For example, my apple barrel actually has apples in it. Stone, and we have saplings, and we have sticks, and we have hay bales, some junk, sugarcane, junk armor and tools. Also, we have to clear these. Okay, now we have some growing. Should we use the diamond ore with our fortune pickaxe, or should we just save the diamond ore for now? Only 16 logs. Oof. Okay, I'm currently double checking if I'm actually upgrading the right thing right now onto our guild game. Okay, I do want a spruce tree right here. Just marking some trees out. Woof. Bark, bark. Maybe a small spruce tree right there. We're placing the spruce trees less dense because we're getting towards the outer region of the hill. And we do want to start blending in the lower forest with the higher altitude forest. Another tree has grown. Two even. Hello, Scars. How are you doing today? Sticks. Stick. It's on that. Not too good, you're sick? Oh, that's not too great, no. How about me? I'm doing good. I have some trouble with my voice, to be honest, which is an issue because I did want to record a series of videos this weekend and I haven't gotten into it just because of my voice, but for streaming it is okay, so that's what we're doing. And I also did start a browser game with my guild, and we're number one of the world, or our world. Drink some tea with honey. Yes, I've been drinking a lot of tea and a lot of different kinds of honey into it. Yeah, yeah, the whole guild is number one, yeah. We have the entire south side of the world under our control, to be honest. Which is pretty impressive considering the game started 5 days ago. And in about 10 days, Archshades Unchained will start, and we'll probably end up making a guild on there again. I'll a casual one. Not as hardcore as we used to have on Archshades. Oh, gonna work playing with a friend. Are you going to play some League of Legends, or are you going to play another game? Maybe some more Europe Universalists? But thank you for the good luck, though. And I hope you get better soon. think I'm going to break this block and replace it with a 3 of 3 high. Sweet 360, yeah. You gotta enjoy the tiny things, you know. Especially when you're doing grindy projects like this. Okay. Do you want to add in more trees to the left side? Because I feel like this mountain ridge is a little bit empty, but at the same time I do not want to make it too infested with trees either. By the way, Master Hive Mind, do you want access to the Dynamap of the server? Because you did subscribe at one point, and we are allowed to give it to our Patreons, subscribers, supporters, whatever. Possibly. Alright, I will set it up after stream if I remember it. It's not the most impressive thing ever, but you can just look at the Dynamap, which is pretty cool in its own way, I know. Okay, I think I just want to add in regular oak trees, right? Planet Side 2 is installed and updated. Alright, sir. Then we can play together with Ricania on Planet Side as well. Because Pixel did also reinstall it. And Salamander also did. graphics upgrade of PlanetSide 2 or graphics upgrade from World of Warcraft? Because he said, whoa, graphics upgrade. PlanetSide 2 and World of Warcraft. God damn it. Okay, this book may look like a retarded tree. Actually, it's not too bad. It's pretty circular, but it does fit in. I didn't bring enough oak leaves. I still have my Vano character on Cobalt. And I think that we will play on that, but unless Salamander and Pixel also want to restart, then we can make just a new character. But otherwise we can just play further with our Vanus on Cobalt. I do have a Terran Republic and a new Conflanagate inside Cobalt as well, to be honest, but they are pretty low leveled. My TR, I was trying to get only pistol and sniper kills. Sorry, only pistol and knife kills. No main gun kills at all. Okay, if you do want to play NC, would you be open to do something completely crazy and difficult? Because I might want to try to make a character and only get knife kills and grenade kills on it. Nothing else, grenades and knife. But you can do that if you want. Yeah, I can understand if you do not want to do that, but think not anyone does want to have like a horrible time, but is that too circular as well? It will be surrounded by like other stuff as well, so can be fine. But just in case. Oh no, I know what I did wrong. Stream is a bit stutterish. Yeah, it's actually my game as well. I think my internet is being a dick again. I may have to end stream. I was kinda giving Killer Ball a chance to return because he had to go, but he said he would be back later. But at the same time, my internet is really having a rough time. I think I am going to round up stream right here though. We didn't do much today, but that is life, you know? We showed some people around, we went towards Ender's Rest. We went towards the end, looked around in the end, then repaired the tools, came back, did some of the trees, mined a bit, did some more of the trees. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy, please consider to leave a follow if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. I usually stream Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I do randomly stream on other days as well when I find time and I feel like it. So guys, I'm Road Knight, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.